Today we're going to talk about setting an anchor, or at least I'm going to show you how to set an anchor. I know if you work with me, it is one of the first things we do. And most of the anchors we set are confidence anchors, but you can use this to elicit any type of state. I have an anchor on my knuckle here that puts me in like a happy state. It reminds me of all my children and, just makes me feel really good inside. So I use it if I'm not feeling my most favorite self. I will do that. And I'm like, oh, that was such a fun moment. So today we're going to talk about the confidence anchor, and it is going to be a physical anchor. So you're physically going to need to do something. Squeeze a hand, squeeze a wrist, squeeze the wrist, squeeze your fist, something like that. Fist bump, whatever you choose to do. Know that when you're setting the anchor, you want to make sure that you can access the ability to touch the space. So for example, if you wanted to anchor like your head, touching your head, not the best idea if you're a football player and you're wearing a helmet and you need to maybe access that calming or confidence anchor mid-game because you can't get to it, right? So keep that in mind when you set this anchor. I like the wrist grab, boom, super subtle. People don't know what you're doing on the sidelines. You could just be like here, right? So we're gonna go with that. Here's how you do it. Mostly you can do it with visualization, and we'll talk about how you do it in the moment as well. But for you right now, getting started, if you have a highlight reel of specific amazing plays, amazing things that you've done, I'd like for you to watch that. And then when you're watching, I know that even if you think about it right now, you think of a very specific play that you just did amazing on. And when you think about it, you have the moment right before, and then you get very excited. It's like, oh my God, that was amazing, right? And then it kind of dips. So at that high peak, when it's at the most of like excitement, joy, and you're just like, yes, that's when you anchor and you just keep holding it. So you've got the highlight reel you're watching, you're like, oh, that was so fantastic. And your peak of like amazing state is climbing. You're getting more and more excited. When you get about here, grab that anchor, keep it, the excitement, you're like, yes, yes. And as excitement starts to drop, let go. And then do it again and do it again. So do it multiple times when you first set that anchor and really set it in. And then one of the best things to do to really strengthen that anchor is when you're actually out in the moment, in a game, in practice, you're really doing it and you do something that gives you that same, yes, like feeling. That's when you want to anchor while you're in game or in field as well. That will really make it stronger. And if you don't have film and you haven't had a practice or a game setting to create that anchor with, visualization will work just as good. Okay, so if you're not sure how to do that, imagine yourself in game, in whatever it is you're doing, and you're doing what your job is very well. You're kicking that field goal, that punt, that snap, whatever it is. Imagine yourself in the moment, doing it, executing it flawlessly, and imagine the whole crowd and all the people and everyone's like, yes, yay, that moment. And when you can really feel it inside of you, and I know you know how to visualize stuff where you literally can feel it, see it, hear it, and you get excited. You're like, this is amazing. Anchor. So it works just the same way. If you don't have a highlight reel, or you're not in physical, able to go, play a game, do a thing, get it that way, visualize it and set that anchor. And then know that anchor is there forever. And if you keep building upon it and make it very strong, that's just amazing for you. And to explain really fast, I didn't do it in the beginning of the video, but to explain really fast, the reason for the anchor and how it works is it's a memory. So when you do this, you've embedded that every time you do this amazing memory, this fantastic moment in time that you have and that you cherish, it brings it back to you. So when you do this, you're like, oh, yes, I remember that. And you can't help but feel great. You can't help but feel what you anchored in. And that's confidence. So you're not feeling so good. You've got to run out to the field. It's your turn to kick the field goal and you're kind of You do this and you have a strong anchor. All of your old good film's going to come at you. And that's going to make you feel amazing. And you're going to do a fantastic job. So that's how you anchor. You know how to get a hold of me. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Have an amazing day.